Can you identify these substances? Where do you come across? We see that this is bridge and washing machine, bangles, utensils, wires and the lock. Now all this have one common thing. They all are materials and they are solid in nature. And are they dull? No, we find that they are shiny. Yes, they are shiny. Now what are these substances made up of? Elements, and they are made up of tiny units, what we term as atoms. Now where do you come across elements? These are found on periodic table. And how are they classified? These elements are classified into two types, metals and non-metals. Now let us talk about the properties of these substances, what we call as metals. We are going to talk about physical properties. That means how they appear, what is their texture, how hard or soft the particular substance is. Can they be changing in a different way to get different shapes? Now we saw that most of the metals, they exist as solid, but we also find there is an exception, which is mercury exists as liquid even at room temperature. The second property is metallic luster. That means the metals are generally shiny, what it makes the surface very reflective. Okay, this property is known as metallic luster. They are hard and strong. You can see copper, iron, aluminium. These are hard and strong metals. There are metals like sodium and potassium. They are so soft that it can be cut with a knife. Now, here you can see the sodium metal, which is sliced easily. The next property, which is malleability, means it can be beaten into very fine thin sheets. Here you can see the gold foils which are made, which how thin and strong it is. Similarly, aluminium is rolled into thin sheets which are used for wrapping food for different decorative purposes. Property of the metal where it is being able to draw into thin wires is known as ductility. So here you can see copper wires and gold. So just imagine even 1 gram of gold you can make up to 2 kilometer wire. That fine ductile nature gold has. So gold is both malleable and ductile metal. Next property, that is sonorous, means metals produce a ringing sound on striking a hard surface. If you are going to hit a metal with a hard surface, it generates a ringing sound. We use it in school bells. And here you can see all these objects, they produce sound when they are hit hard. Metals are generally having high melting and boiling point. There are exceptions like gallium and cesium. These metals are having very low melting point. Even the heat from the palm can melt these metals. So they are having extremely low melting point. Let's move on to the next property. Metals are very good conductors of heat. That means you take a metal, try to heat the surface of the metal with a burner. You see that the paper clips which are attached with the wax at the other end starts melting and it falls down. Now that it shows that the metal heat is transferred from one end to another end. So it is a good conductor of heat. Now how do you check the conductivity of a metal? For that you need to have an electric circuit which comprises of a battery, 2 wires and a bulb along with the switch. You need to connect this circuit and place the substance of interest between these two. So when the bulb glows, it shows that metal conduct electricity. If it does not, it does not conduct electricity. So here they have taken different compounds. In the first case, they have taken a metal which is key and safety pin. In both the cases, we saw that there is a glow of bulb. That means they are very good conductors of electricity. They allow the flow of current through them. How about this? When a rubber and the cap of pen, which is made up of plastic, is placed, the bulb does not glow. It shows that it does not allow the flow of current and hence they are bad conductors of electricity.